Hello everyone, this is part 5 of What If Naruto Married Hinata Early, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, and check out the playlist to see more. Comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
As Ino and Sakura watched Naruto and Hinata kissing through the door, both of the girls were surprised along with their matching red faces. I guess I could always give him his medicine later. Sakura signed. Yay, I could always give him flowers later. Ino said. As the girls walked away red in embarrassment, they saw Neji at the front counter. As the girls' eyes met Neji's, he thanked the receptionist before walking over to the girls. Hey Sakura, do you know where Naruto's room is? I'm looking for Hinata-sama and she is most likely in there with him. Neji asked. I'll take you to his room. Sakura said with a droplet of sweat sliding on her face. What if Neji saw Naruto and Hinata kissing? Would he be angry or would he be happy? Neji followed the two girls to Naruto's room until he saw Sakura with a worried expression on her face. What's wrong, Sakura? Neji asked. Sakura snapped out of her thoughts and looked back at Neji with a smile. It's nothing really, but what would you do if Hinata and Naruto actually became a couple? Sakura asked with a slight tinge of worry. Why do you ask? Neji asked, confused. Sure, he knew that Hinata-sama had feelings for Naruto, but Naruto was too dense to notice and Neji couldn't image them together. After all, Naruto was the loud type, and Hinata-sama was the shy quiet type. Just out of question. Sakura dodged, hoping that his answer meant well for the new couple. Well, I would be happy for her. After the Chunin exams I began to respect Hinata-sama more, and I care a lot about her now. Neji said with a small smile. Wow, I never thought Neji was the caring type of person. Ino laughed. I care for my teammates, and I respect them. Neji said flatly with a slight glare at Ino from her comment. Yay, I can understand that, and I'm happy you care about Hinata. Sakura responded kindly, relieved at his answer. As Naruto backed away from the kiss with Hinata, he looked at her with a smile. I would like to do that a lot more with you. Naruto smiled. After a few moments of thinking of what he just said, his face went a deep red. Oh okay, Naruto-kun. Hinata said before he could reply back, her face matching his own red. Suddenly the door swung open. Naruto turned his head around in surprise to see Neji, Ino and Sakura standing there. There you are, Hinata-sama. Neji signed with relief. Neji-ni-san. Hinata said in surprise. Hey Neji. Naruto said, his face still red. Hello Naruto, how are you feeling? Neji asked. I'm feeling great. Naruto grinned. That's good. Anyways, I just came to see where Hinata was. Since I found her, I can leave now. Neji said, turning around and walking out. Bystander as ever. Naruto signed. Actually, he talks a lot, you know. Him and Tenten are dating. Sakura said, surprised. Wow, I never thought him and Tenten would be a thing. Naruto said, surprised. Here Naruto, I came to give you some flowers. Ino said, moving in front of Sakura, handing him some orange flowers. Thanks, Ino. Naruto smiled, taking the flowers. You're welcome. Ino said with a smile. So what were you and Hinata doing? Ino said, raising her eyebrow with interest. Nothing. Naruto responded. Sure. We saw you and Hinata kissing. Ino chuckled. Naruto jumped back in surprise. Why, you saw that? Naruto said embarrassingly. Hinata also looked surprised, her face a deep crimson red. Well, me and Sakura couldn't help but see when I came to give you the flowers. Ino laughed. Damn you, Ino. Naruto pouted angrily. But to be honest, I'm relieved. You were so dense. I mean, everyone noticed how much Hinata had feelings for you, even since the academy. Ino laughed along with Sakura. Naruto remembered what Sakura said. Naruto, you're not alone. Even when you were young, there was always one person who acknowledged you, who watched you, who loved you. So she must have meant Hinata. They're right, I was so dense. Shut up. Naruto said angrily. When Sakura and Ino stopped laughing, Sakura was the first to speak. I'm happy for you, Hinata. The man you acknowledged, respected, and loved is now yours. Sakura said with a gentle smile with a slight tinge of jealousy. Hinata looked over at Sakura surprised. Thank you, Sakura-chan. Hinata said shyly. Naruto, give her a hug, I want to see. Ino said. Sure. Naruto said. Naruto turned towards Hinata and wrapped his arms around her. After a moment, Hinata wrapped her arms around Naruto, and leaned her head on his chest. I can hear his heart beating. It's beating so fast. Hinata loved the feeling of Naruto's back, it felt so big and strong. Naruto could see all Sakura and Ino's eyes. After a few days, Naruto was finally able to check out of the hospital. Stretching his arms back, he signed with relief. Tomorrow he promised he would take Hinata out on a date. Hinata, Naruto whispered to himself. Naruto thought of how Hinata called him, Naruto-kun. Maybe I should call her Hinata-chan. Naruto asked himself. As Naruto walked the streets of Konoha, he felt the urge to see Hinata. He hadn't seen her since Sakura and Ino came to see them a few days ago, since she left for a mission, but before she left, Naruto promised he would take her on a date a day after she got back from her mission. She should be coming home today, maybe I should go and greet her when she reaches the gates. Agreeing with the idea, he began walking in the direction of the gates. Before he could reach the gates, he noticed Kiba walking around in Konoha. Racing over to Kiba with his hand waving in the air, Kiba noticed the blonde boy. Oh hey Naruto, Kiba said. Hey Kiba, since you are on Hinata-chan's team and you're back, does that mean Hinata-chan is back? Naruto asked. Oh Hinata, yeah, she went back to the Hyuga compound. Why? Kiba asked. No reason anyways, thanks. See you later, Naruto said, racing away before Kiba could ask any more questions. After reaching the Hyuga compound, Naruto knocked on the large gate 3 times. After a few moments, a lady opened up the gate. Hello, what can I do for you, young man? The lady smiled after asking. I'm looking for Hinata Hyuga. Naruto asked. Oh Hinata-sama, I can take you to the front area and go get her for you if you want. The lady asked. Thanks. Naruto grinned. Following the lady, Naruto was surprised on how large and spacious the compound was. I'll be right back with Hinata-sama. The lady bowed and took her leave. After a few moments of standing still, Naruto decided to take a quick look around. Hinata-sama, are you bathing? The lady asked through the door. Oh, why yes. Can you get me a towel and my change of clothes I left on my bed? Hinata asked. Yes Hinata-sama, I'll be right back. The lady said and hurried off. Naruto heard the lady speak of Hinata-chan through the door. Maybe she was speaking to Hinata-chan, and that is probably Hinata's room, Naruto thought. Walking over to the room, Naruto knocked on the door, but before he could say anything, he heard Hinata-chan's voice say, "Come in." Opening the door, Naruto's eyes met Hinata-chan's. Naruto looked down to see Hinata-chan's naked body, which turned him on to see such large breasts. Slamming the door shut quickly, Naruto turned and walked away, his face a crimson red, heart racing. The image of Hinata's breasts burned into his mind. I saw Hinata-chan naked. Naruto-kun saw me, naked. Hinata's face was a dark scarlet red. It didn't really bother her that Naruto-kun saw her naked, it actually made her happy that he was checking out her body, but what worried her was whether did he find it attractive, or ugly. After a few minutes of standing alone, he saw the lady he spoke to before was walking up to him along with Hinata-chan. Here is Hinata-sama, if you need anything else please feel free to call. The lady then bowed and left. Naruto looked at Hinata's flushed face that was matching his own. Sorry Hinata-chan. I never meant to walk in and see you in that situation. Naruto apologized, trying to not image Hinata's rather large breasts. It's okay Naruto-kun. It was my fault for saying see come in. Hinata said, bowing. When she stood up from her bow, they looked away from each other in embarrassment. I was just wondering, if you found Emiya attractive. Hinata said in a whisper which Naruto was able to hear. Naruto was surprised at the sudden question. Well, how could I not be turned on by such a body? Naruto was re-imaging Hinata's naked body, he felt himself getting turned on once again and shook his head from his thoughts. Well why yeah how see could I not? Naruto said, rubbing the back of his head embarrassingly. Hinata looked down in a smile. Naruto-kun thinks my body is attractive, I'm glad. Hinata thought happily. Anyways, I just came to stop by and see how your mission went. Naruto said with a grin. Want to talk about it over a walk in the forest? Naruto asked. Oh okay, Hinata said shyly. As the two of them walked out of the compound and made their way to the forest paths, Naruto noticed it was a lot more peaceful and relaxing with Hinata with him. So how was your mission Hinata-chan? Naruto asked. Hinata realized that Naruto-kun called her Hinata-chan. Well, we only had to take some items to another village. We had T to fight only a few people, B but no one got hurt. Hinata stuttered. That's a relief, now that we're a couple. I don't want anyone to hurt you. And if someone did, they should be running for their life. I'll try my best to protect you, so you can see that I'm not just a klutz. Naruto grinned embarrassingly. Why you don't have T to do that for me? Hinata looked at him. Of course I do, after all you're my girlfriend Hinata-chan. Naruto smiled. That's right, I'm Naruto-kun's girlfriend, and he is my boyfriend. Hinata thought shyly with a smile as she was looking down at the ground. Hey Hinata-chan, when you stutter I think it's cute, but I think I would love it when you don't stutter. Naruto said, breaking Hinata out of her thoughts. I'll try to make you happy Naruto-kun. Hinata said shyly. Don't get the wrong idea Hinata-chan, you already make me beyond happy when you told me you loved me for me. It's just, never mind. Naruto said with a smile. Naruto suddenly stopped and looked at Hinata with a blush across his face. You Hinata-chan, can I kiss you? Naruto asked. Hinata was surprised at first from the sudden question but just gave a shy nod. Naruto leaned down and pressed his lips against hers. After a few seconds he put his hands around her waist. Hinata was surprised at his sudden touch but then relaxed. I wonder if he would mind if I touched his spiky hair. Hinata thought. Hinata slowly lifted her hands up. After a moment she felt the softness of his hair. I always thought it would feel spiky. Running her fingers through his hair, Hinata suddenly heard a small moan escape from Naruto's lips. Pulling back in surprise she looked at Naruto confused. I'm sorry, did I do something wrong? Hinata asked. No, it's just it. Well, it felt really good when you were running your fingers through my hair, that's all. Naruto said embarrassingly. Oh. Hinata said looking down shyly. I'll be sure to do it more often then, since it makes him feel good. Well, we should go back, you must be tired after a long mission, and tomorrow we have a date, so I don't want you falling asleep on me. Not that I wouldn't mind, you're cute when you're sleeping. Naruto said with a big grin. Oh, okay. Hinata said. Okay Naruto, this is what you're going to do for your date with Hinata. Sakura responded. Okay, I'm listening. Naruto responded with a thumbs up. First you're going to take her out for breakfast, then after that take her for a nice walk, then train for a little bit. She said she always wanted to train with you before, I don't know why. Anyways, after training take her out for lunch. Then that waterfall in the forest, well take her there to go swimming. After swimming go take her somewhere nice for dinner, and hurry to the Hokage monument after that to watch the sunset and stars together. Perfect date, Sakura said excitedly. That sounds perfect Sakura. Should ask for your help more often. Naruto grinned. Sure. I'd be glad to help you with anything. Just don't bother me too much. Sakura hinted. Gotcha. Naruto smiled. Oh, by the way, don't be a pervert and try to do it before your first date. Sakura snapped. Huh? What do you mean Sakura-chan? Naruto asked confused. After a few seconds of putting what she said together, Naruto jumped back in surprise, his face a deep crimson red. Sakura DDD, don't talk about such foul things. Gee gosh, you're even more perverted than Ero Sennin. Naruto snapped. Sorry, just wanted to make it clear and all. Sakura laughed from her teammate's reaction. Well, I'm leaving to go and get some rest for tomorrow. Naruto snapped and hurried and left before the pink-hair girl could say anything else. Walking under the street light, Naruto looked down at the ground, lost in his thoughts. Man, that Sakura. Hinata-chan isn't that type of person, and even if it did happen I wouldn't know what to do. Naruto mumbled to himself. Though I really like the feeling when I kiss her, I wonder what it would be like if we did more than kissing. When Naruto reached his apartment he opened his dresser and pulled out some pajamas. Setting them on the bed he went and took a shower. After about a 10-minute relaxing shower, Naruto wrapped his towel below his waist and went to go change in his pajamas. Looking out of his window as he laid down on his bed he soon fell into a deep relaxing sleep. Waking up, Naruto looked outside through the window to see the sun high in the air. All right, Naruto said excitedly. Naruto hurried and got dressed into his usual orange and black jumpsuit. After getting dressed, he hurried and grabbed his backpack that had his shorts and 2 towels for him and Hinata, then raced out of his apartment and over to the Hyuga compound. On his way there, he seen Shikamaru and Choji and Ino walking together. Waving to them, Naruto heard Ino yell, "Have fun on your date with Hinata, Naruto." Ino yelled loudly. Naruto's face turned a deep red, but he managed to yell back, "Thank you." When he reached the Hyuga compound, he knocked on the gate until the lady he saw yesterday opened it up. "Oh, welcome back, Naruto-san." The lady smiled. "Thank you." Naruto paused from not knowing her name. "Call me Sanai." The lady smiled. "Thank you, Sanai." Naruto grinned. "I take it you're here for Hinata-sama." Sanai said with a little smirk of interest. "Yup. Do you know where she is?" Naruto asked as the Sanai beckoned him in. "Yes, she is in her room asleep. She was busy training with Neji-san last night." "Do you want me to go wake her, or do you want to wake her yourself?" Sanai asked questioningly. "I'll go wake her then." Naruto smiled. "Very well, follow me." Sanai asked as she began walking towards Hinata's room. When Sanai stopped, she looked at Naruto. "This is Hinata-sama's room." Sanai informed. "Okay, thank you, Sanai." Naruto grinned. "You're welcome. Well, I'm going to take my leave. Enjoy your date, Naruto-san." Sanai smiled, then left. "How did you know?" Naruto whispered in surprise. Sliding the door, Naruto saw Hinata was soundly asleep on her bed. Walking up to the edge of her bed, Naruto smiled. "It's easier to kiss Hinata-chan this way." Naruto leaned down and pressed his lips against Hinata's. Through the kiss, he heard Hinata moan his name throughout the kiss. Surprised, Naruto wondered what Hinata was dreaming about. Nudging Hinata on her arm, Hinata finally stirred from her sleep. "Naruto-kun," Hinata said sleepily. Suddenly, Hinata's eyes opened in surprise and her face lit up red. Naruto-kun," Hinata said surprised. "Good morning, Hinata-chan." Naruto grinned. "Naruto-kun is in my bedroom." "Gee, good morning to you to Naruto-kun." Hinata responded shyly with a smile. "Hurry up and get ready, I'm going to take you out for breakfast." Naruto said excitedly. "Oh, okay," Hinata said. Naruto stood there for a few moments until Hinata spoke up. Naruto-kun, I have to get dressed." Hinata said, looking away in embarrassment. "Oh right. Sorry. I'll be waiting out there. By the way, bring a swimsuit for later." Naruto responded and hurried and left the room, closing the door. Naruto waited for a few minutes and Hinata walked out of her room with a shy smile. Hinata was wearing a lavender long-sleeve shirt, with white pants and black sandals, and of course her jacket that was big on her, but it made her outfit look perfect. "All right, Hinata-chan, ready?" Naruto grinned. "Why yes, Naruto-kun," Hinata said, looking down at the ground nervously. To be honest with himself, he was nervous about the whole date thing. Sure, he went on one a few days after he go back from a 2-year training with his sensei, but now it's different. He had feelings for Hinata now. So for this date, he didn't want to mess it up. He wanted it to be perfect for Hinata. Naruto smiled warmly when looking at the shy girl. Grabbing her hand, she looked up at him in surprise. Before she could say anything, Naruto started walking, so she just followed along. "I hope you're hungry because I'm taking you out to breakfast." Naruto smiled. "Why you don't have to?" Hinata said quietly. "Breakfast with Naruto-kun, that's too much. He makes me beyond happy just saying I'm his girlfriend." "I want to though, Hinata-chan," Naruto said with a grin as he looked at her. Hinata looked down shyly. Every time she saw his handsome face, her own face became hot. Naruto looked at her and smiled. Using his other hand, he lifted her head up to make her look at him. "You don't need to be shy, or nervous, ya know." Naruto smiled. Hinata stared at his beautiful blue eyes. "Oh okay, I'll try, Naruto-kun," Hinata said. "Great." Naruto grinned as he let go of her chin. When they finally reached a diner in Konoha, the couple walked in, and were seated by a waiter. The two looked at their menus in silence. After a few moments, the waiter then walked back to them, asking if they had their order ready. "I'll have the egg omelette with hash browns, please," Naruto asked. "Okay, and you?" the waiter asked Hinata as he wrote Naruto's order. "I'll have a waffle, please," Hinata asked. "Okay, with, or without whipped cream?" the waiter asked. With, please," Hinata responded. "Right, I'll be back with you in a moment with your orders." The waiter then bowed and left. "So Hinata-chan, tell me about your childhood life, I'm interested." Naruto asked with wonderingly look in his eyes. Well, it's really not interesting. Would usually train hard for Neji Ni-san and P Papa to notice me. Hinata said disappointingly. Well, what about in the academy? Hinata's face turned a crimson red. She didn't want to tell Naruto that she would usually always watch him and sound like a creep, but she didn't want to lie to the man she deeply loved. Well, I would train, and watch you a lot. B because why you always looked so lonely. Hinata said embarrassingly. What? You would watch me? Naruto asked surprised. Sorry. Hinata said looking away sadly. No, that's not it. Naruto said shaking his hand. What I mean is that well, I'm glad someone noticed me. I always was lonely, since no one liked me and I was hated but well I'm really happy that you watched me, sorry if I wasn't entertaining Hinata-chan. Naruto said looking down with a smile. Well I acknowledged why you weren't be boring at all Naruto-kun. Hinata said. I'm really happy now, since you say that makes me really happy Hinata-chan. Naruto smiled. Before any of the two could say anything else their meals came, and the two began eating. After they were done Naruto paid and left a tip on the table and walked out holding the embarrassed Hinata. So Hinata-chan, do you want to train for a little bit? I could show you some of my moves if you want. Naruto asked. Sakura did say that Hinata liked to watch me train or something like that. Sure I would like that. Hinata said looking down with a smile. As the two walked over to the training ground they saw Neji walking with Tenten at his side. Hey Neji. Naruto waved. Oh. Naruto and Hinata-sama. Neji and Tenten waved. Hello Neji Ni-san and Tenten-chan. Hinata said as she stood beside Naruto nervously. Hinata-chan and I were just about to go train together, what about you guys? Naruto asked. Hokage-sama has a mission for us so we're going to go see her. Tenten answered before Neji could say it himself. Oh. Well then I guess I'll see you later then. Bye. Naruto waved and began walking so Hinata began walking too. When they reached the training ground Naruto slipped off his jacket to reveal a black shirt with a red swirl on the back. Alright, so Hinata-chan, could I actually watch you train? I want to see how far you have come. Naruto grinned. Okay. Hinata mumbled. Alright, come at me. Naruto said in a battle stance. Why you? But I don't want to hurt you. Hinata said. Trust me, I'm strong, and I heal quickly so don't worry about me. Naruto grinned. But. Hinata stammered looking down. Fine. Shadow clone jutsu. Naruto said loudly. Here. Since you don't want to hurt me, you my clone then. Naruto smiled. Oh okay. Hinata stuttered. Naruto then walked away and stood next to a tree to watch. Hinata then breathed in and out. Baiwa Kagen. Hinata said loudly. The Naruto clone then ran straight towards her. Hinata went to strike but the clone leaped over her. Have to be quicker. Naruto joked. Hinata closed her eyes for a few moments, then opened them quickly and turned around at the speed of lightning and struck the clone making it disappear. Nice job Hinata-chan. Naruto cheered. Shadow clone jutsu. Naruto yelled and this time about 20 clone popped up. Suddenly the large group of clones ran straight at Hinata. Naruto-kun praised me. With that she began striking the clones with the tip of her fingers making them disappear. Naruto-kun praised me. Naruto-kun praised me. Naruto-kun praised me. Striking the last Naruto clone Hinata noticed that the one didn't disappear but flew back. Looking over she saw Naruto was missing from under the tree and looked back to see him on the ground. Naruto-kun. Hinata raced over to him worryingly. Nice job Hinata-chan, sorry but I wanted to see how strong you, and, Naruto was caught off by Hinata gently grabbing each of his arms and inspecting the rest of his body to see if it was wounded. Hinata-chan, I'm fine, don't worry about me. Naruto said in a serious tone as he put both of his hands on her shoulders. Hinata still looked uncertain but just gave a small shy nod. Alright, just so you won't worry about hurting me, the rest will be just clones, okay? Naruto said with a smile. Oh okay, Hinata said quietly. For the next few hours of training Naruto stopped Hinata from her training so she could rest. Hinata sat a few inches away from Naruto since she was too shy to sit close to him. Naruto sat there for a few moments then signed. He wasn't good at relationships but he wanted to make Hinata happy. Scooting over, he lightly picked Hinata up and she gave out a small squeal of surprise and sat her down in his lap and wrapped his arms around her. Is this okay? Naruto asked. Hinata just gave a shy nod of approval, since she was too embarrassed to answer. Naruto smelled her hair, which smelled like a field of flowers. Your hair smells really nice, ya know. Naruto said with a warm smile. TT thank you. Hinata stammered. After about a few more minutes, Naruto slipped his jacket on and gently grabbed her hand and began walking towards the busier part of Konoha. Where are we going now? Hinata asked. Ino told me one time that there was this really good place to eat fruit and other stuff. Naruto said nervously. After a while, Hinata thought that Naruto got lost until he said, here we are. Hinata followed Naruto into the small diner. The waiter then seated them and handed them their menus and left. Hinata found something interesting on the menu. Bowl of dangos, apples, peaches, mangoes, and oranges. That sounds delicious, maybe I should show Naruto-kun. No, he will find something he likes. Hey Hinata-chan, this one sounds really good. It's a bowl filled with dangos, apples, peaches, and oranges. Naruto said with a big grin on his face. I was looking at that one too. Hinata said surprised. Really? Well, do you want to share a bowl with me? One don't have diseases or anything if you want to know. Naruto chuckled. Sure, I would love to. Hinata smiled. Alright, it's settled. Waiter. Naruto said loudly, waving his hand in the air. After a few moments, the waiter soon walked over with a smile. What can I get for you? He asked in a kind manner. One large bowl of dangos, apples, peaches, and oranges please. Naruto grinned. Of course, I'll be right back then with your order. The waiter then left, and within a few minutes returned with their order. If you need anything else, feel free to call. The male waiter then smiled and left. Naruto grabbed a fork and scooped up a dango. Hinata-chan, open up. Naruto smiled. Hinata's face turned a bright red from Naruto wanting to feed her. Hinata slowly opened up her mouth and after a few moments was filled with the sweet taste of dango. After swallowing the dango, Hinata grabbed her fork and scooped up her apple slice. Oh, open up Naruto-kun. Hinata said embarrassingly, her hand shaking in the air. Naruto opened his mouth and Hinata snakingly plopped the apple slice in his mouth. Naruto-kun, what was why your childhood life like before the academy? Hinata asked shyly. Naruto's bright happy face disappeared and turned into a sad and hurtful face. After a few moments, the bright happy face came back on Naruto's face. Let's not talk about my childhood life, I don't want to ruin our date, but I promise to tell you another time. Naruto smiled as he looked out of the window. Oh, okay, Hinata said wonderingly. When they were done eating, Naruto walked Hinata to the waterfall that Sakura wanted him to bring Hinata to. Alright, ready to go swimming? Naruto asked cheerfully. Hinata nodded shyly. Okay, I'll be right back since I have to change in my swimming shorts. Naruto grinned and set down his backpack, unzipped it, grabbed his shorts and left into the woods to get changed. Hinata took this time to take off her pants, jacket, shirt, and sandals since she had her swimsuit under her clothes. After a few moments, Naruto was back, but instead of saying anything he raced and dived right into the water, causing a huge splash. Hinata giggled and walked to the edge of the water and sat down, putting her legs in. After a few moments, Naruto rose from the water next to Hinata. Wrapping his hands around Hinata, he rested his head on one of her legs. Naruto-kun. Hinata said, surprised at his sudden movement. To be honest, she liked him being so close to her. Sorry Hinata-chan if I surprised you, it's just you smell really good, and your skin is so soft and warm. Naruto signed happily. It's okay, Hinata said. Hinata took this moment to slick back Naruto's hairs and play with it. She loved his hair, it was soft and bright. She wished she could have his bright yellow, blonde hair. Naruto let out a quiet moan of pleasure. God Hinata, I love it when you play with my hair like that, it feels amazing. Like our angel is touching me, which one is? Naruto signed. I'll make sure to do it more often then. Hinata said. After a few more moments of Hinata playing with his hair, he picked Hinata up and slowly placed her into the water. As Naruto placed her into the water, he could help but notice her large breast, just teasing him. The image of Hinata's naked body flashed in his head. Looking back at Hinata's face, he smiled. He knew there will be a time when he would see Hinata like that again, but there was no need to rush things between them. You have a really gorgeous body, Hinata-chan. Naruto smiled. Thank you. Why you have handsome body too. Hinata said, looking down at the water shyly. Hey, thanks. Naruto laughed, and after that the two began swimming together. After a few hours of swimming, Naruto helped Hinata up. It was already becoming late and the sun would be setting in just about an hour and a half. Let's hurry up and get dressed, I have 2 other things planned for today. Naruto grinned. Oh, okay. Hinata responded. As the two hurried and got dressed, Naruto had an idea. Hey Hinata-chan, could you hold my backpack, because I want to give you a piggyback ride. Naruto grinned. Oh, okay. Hinata nodded. When Hinata put Naruto's backpack on, Naruto bent low and Hinata slowly got on Naruto's back. Naruto lifted Hinata up and his face turned a deep red immediately from feeling Hinata's breasts rub up against him. Ready? Naruto stammered. Why yes. Hinata responded. With that answer, Naruto began running to his favorite ramen place, and in about 10 minutes he reached his destination. Letting Hinata get down off his back, he kindly took the bag from Hinata and the two both sat down on a stool next to each other. Oh, welcome back, Naruto. The old man laughed. Hey Gramps, can I get miso pork ramen for me and Hinata-chan, what do you want? Naruto asked as he turned over to face her. Beef ramen please. Hinata asked. Miso pork ramen for me and beef ramen for my girlfriend please. Naruto said loudly. Sure thing, Naruto. The old man chuckled and went to make their orders. After a few minutes, the old man returned with their meals. Thanks. Naruto responded. Thank you. Hinata said quietly. Thanks for the meal. Naruto said loudly with his hands together, and with that he dug in. Thanks for the meal. Hinata said and slowly began eating. When Hinata was finally done, Naruto already ate 5 bowls of ramen. Okay, how much? Naruto asked. Don't worry, Naruto, it's on the house for your first time being here with a girlfriend. The old man smiled. Really? Thanks, old man. Naruto said happily. When Naruto and Hinata waved goodbye, Naruto hurried and grabbed Hinata's hand since he noticed the sun would be setting real soon. Racing up the steps to the Hokage monument, Naruto made sure to watch Hinata, who was keeping up the pace quite well. Finally reaching to the top, Naruto walked over to the edge of the mountain and sat down, and Hinata did the same. Now we watch the sunset. Naruto sighed with relief. Laying down, he pulled Hinata down with him. So now Hinata's head was on his chest. Hinata was surprised but soon relaxed, listening to his heartbeat quietly. Today was wonderful, Naruto-kun. Hinata said happily. That's good to hear, I would love to do it a lot more with you. Naruto signed. All right. Hinata responded. Putting her hand down on his chest slowly, she looked at his face and saw he was watching the sunset, so she looked at the sunset too. It was a beautiful sunset. There was orange, purple, pink, red, yellow, and blue mixing all together, along with birds flying in the air. Thank you, Hinata-chan. Naruto said, breaking the silence. For what? Hinata asked. For loving me. Naruto responded. Why, you don't have to thank me, or after all I'm really happy we're together. Hinata said the last part more quietly. After what Hinata said, Naruto leaned over and pressed his lips against hers. Thank you, Hinata, for loving me. Thank you, Naruto, for loving me. Waking up to a nice warm shower, Naruto was remembering his date with Hinata from yesterday. After watching the star, Naruto found Hinata was asleep, so he carried her home, then went to his apartment. Getting out of the shower, Naruto got dressed in his usual outfit. Today he was going on a easy, relaxing mission. He would be traveling to the land of lightning. Although it was far away, he didn't mind, though he wished Hinata would be on his team instead of Shikamaru. Going in his room, he grabbed his packed bag and went off to meet Shikamaru and Kakashi. As he walked around the village, he hoped to catch a glimpse of Hinata before he left, but he was unfortunately unlucky. He wouldn't be able to see Hinata in about a week or more, since the trip would be about 4 to 5 days. All they had to do was look for certain stone, but luck was on his side on that part, because one of the lightning ninjas has found it and gave it to their leader, who was holding on it for them to retrieve. When Naruto reached the gate, Shikamaru was already there waiting, but there was no sight of Kakashi. Where is that Kakashi? God, this is so troublesome. Shikamaru grumbled. Kakashi-sensei is always late. Naruto mumbled in response. Shikamaru just let out a sign. Oh hey, isn't that Hinata? Shikamaru asked, pointing in a direction. Naruto looked over excitedly, and Shikamaru was right. Hinata was looking around like she was searching for someone. Hinata-chan. Naruto waved happily as he ran towards her. Hinata's face turned over to see Naruto waving with a happy expression. She hurried and hid the item she was holding behind her back so he wouldn't see it. When Naruto reached her, he let out a sign of relief. Hinata-chan, who were you looking for? Naruto asked questioningly. I was looking for you, Naruto-kun. Hinata said quietly, a blush visible on her face. Really? I was looking for you too. Naruto responded, surprised. Why? Hinata asked, confused. Well, I wanted to see you before I left for my long mission. Naruto said, rubbing the back of his head. Oh, well, I came looking for you to see why you off. Hinata said, looking down with a hint of sadness in her words. Thanks, that means a lot to me, Yano. Hinata-chan, do you have something of yours I could borrow on the mission, to think of you? Naruto said embarrassingly. Well, actually I made you a scarf, so why you won't be cold. Hinata said shyly. Really? Thanks a lot, Naruto said with her excited smile. Hinata grabbed the red scarf she made for Naruto out from behind her back. Naruto stared. He slowly took the scarf from her hands until he had it fully. Thanks, Hinata, Naruto said with a warm smile as he looked down at the scarf. Hinata noticed he didn't say her name as Hinata-chan, and thought he was disappointed with what she made. Hinata-chan, I love it, thank you so much, Naruto said as he wrapped it around his neck. Hinata looked down at the ground with a small shy smile. I'm glad he liked it. Naruto-kun actually said he loved it. Naruto smiled and then wrapped his arms around the shy girl, whose face shot up in surprise. I'm going to miss you, but I promise I'll see you right when I get back. I'll take you somewhere to eat too, then we could watch the stars together again. Naruto whispered in her ear. I would like that, Hinata said quietly. Naruto wished he could stay in this position forever, but unfortunately Kakashi and Shikamaru was calling his name. Letting go of Hinata, he looked down at her, then was turning away till he felt his hand being grasped. I'm sorry, Naruto-kun, but my body is moving on its own. Surprised, Naruto turned his head around to feel soft lips interact with his cheek. After a few moments, Naruto smiled and kissed Hinata's forehead and said his goodbye and turned around to join Shikamaru and Kakashi. Hinata watched as Naruto and the rest of his team left. She felt a pang of sadness in her heart that she wouldn't be able to see him for a while, but she knew she would see him again, so she turned around and left for the training grounds. She was going to work hard and train while Naruto was gone, to catch up to him. As the days quickly went by, Naruto and Hinata hadn't seen each other for about 5 days. Due to rainstorms, Naruto and the rest of the team hadn't even made it to the Lightning Country. Naruto had been deeply missing Hinata. He wanted her by his side, always. Hinata was also having a hard time not seeing Naruto. She would think of him every minute out of the whole day. She tried keeping the pang of loneliness but training, which she was covered in bursts and scraps on her body, but the feeling of loneliness always crept up on her. With Naruto away, Hinata was always getting swarmed with questions by Sakura, Ino, and Tenten. Though every time an argument broke out between Sakura and Ino, and Tenten trying to calm them down, Hinata was able to sink away. As Hinata was leaning against a tree next to the waterfall that Naruto took her to on the date, she sighed tiredly. She told her father that she would not be returning home because of training. So she hasn't slept in her bed for about 2 or 3 days. Getting to her feet, Hinata took off her jacket since she began overheating, even thought it was freezing outside. She didn't mind it. Before she could get in battle position, she heard her name being called. Hinata. Hinata, are you out here? The voice called. Hinata knew that voice too well. It was Kiba. Kiba-kun, over here, Hinata said, just loud enough for Kiba to hear her. Oh, there you are, Hinata, Kiba said with relief. What do you need, Kiba-kun? Hinata asked, concerned. Well, the Hokage has a mission for us. Apparently there are a few Rouge ninjas that we have to drive off. Kiba signed. Oh, okay, Hinata responded. She grabbed her jacket and slipped it on before leaving with Kiba and his dog Akamaru. Hinata hoped they would be able to get rid of the Rouge ninjas fast and easy, because she was already overworking herself and she didn't know how long she would last. Hinata and Kiba met up with Shino and began racing towards the direction that the Hokage told them to go. The only thoughts in her mind at that moment was what was Naruto doing, and if he was okay. As Naruto ate his ramen he could hear Shikamaru complain about the weather, and how troublesome it was. When Naruto finished his meal he crawled into his tent and laid down on his sleeping bag. He unwrapped the scarf that Hinata gave him from around his neck and set it beside his head. God Hinata, you don't know how much I would love to see your face right now. Naruto mumbled tiredly. He barely got any sleep these past few days since Hinata wouldn't leave his mind. He wondered if that was a bad thing. Was this supposed to happen when you fall in love? Was your heart supposed to feel lonely? Finally, after a few moments, Naruto fell into a deep sleep. Kiba wondered if Hinata was alright, because when he looked away from his enemy to see if she was alright, she looked like she was about to fall asleep. After he finished his current enemy, which ran away, he moved on to what seemed to be the last one. Facing the last enemy, he seemed to begin a sign until Kiba was off guard when he heard a scream escape Hinata. Looking over, he couldn't believe what he saw. The enemy that Hinata was fight had a sword through Hinata's body. Hinata! Kiba yelled. Kiba raced away from his enemy and went to punch the enemy with the sword, but when he hit him he disappeared. What the hell is going on right now? Hinata fell to the ground, her body twitching. Kiba sat down next to her and picked her up into his arms. Blood spilled from her body along from her mouth. Hinata, you're going to be okay, Kiba said, cradling her. After few moments, Kiba saw the amount of blood oozing out of Hinata's wounds. He himself saw that he in fact was covered in her blood. When he looked back at Hinata, he immediately noticed her eyes dimming. Hinata, no, don't leave me please, you're like a sister to me, Kia yelled as the tears fell down on her face. With one last twitch of life, Hinata's body became limp. There was no moving to show she was breath, she was as still as a cold rock. Hinata! 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 Kiba yelled out. Suddenly his eyes flew open to see Hinata and Shino looking at him. Kiba, snap out of it, you were in a genjutsu. Shino snapped. Kiba-kun, are you alright? Hinata asked Koserad for her teammate. Kiba took Hiskins to look around and back at Hinata. She's alive. It was a genjutsu. Thank God. Kiba signed, falling to the ground though his body still trembling. After Kiba finally relaxed to where he could manage to get to his feet, he looked at Hinata one last time to see if she was okay. She had only a small cut on her cheek. Kiba, if I may ask, was the genjutsu you were in? Shino asked. Kiba hesitated. He didn't want Shino to see him as a weakling along with Hinata. Nothing, I'm fine now, so let's go back and report to the Hokage. Kiba grumbled coldly as he began walking with Akamaru by his side. Shino followed Kiba, but Hinata stopped in her tracks. Something was in that genjutsu that made Kiba terrified. Hinata thought when she began catching up to them. When they finished reporting, Hinata went back to go train at the waterfall only to slump down beside a tree. His last thought was if Naruto was okay, before falling asleep. As Naruto followed Kakashi with Shikamaru at his side, he wondered if Hinata was alright. Being away this long made him feel like anything could happen to her without his protection. Naruto buried his face in the red scarf Hinata made for him. It smelled just like her. Hinata-chan. Naruto whispered to himself. Hinata sneezed during her training by the waterfall. Someone is talking about me, Hinata said, confused. Naruto drifted into his thoughts about Hinata until he heard his name being yelled. Napping his thoughts, he saw Shikamaru looking at him angrily. Sorry, what was it, Shikamaru? Naruto asked. We're here. God, Naruto, you've been this way since we left Konoha. Don't worry, you'll see Hinata when you get back, Shikamaru snapped. Naruto jumped back in surprise from his friend's anger, but knew he was right. He was worrying too much of the Lavender Beauty. Hinata is probably training if you want to know, so don't worry too much, gosh. Shikamaru sighed, rubbing the back of his head. Thanks, Naruto said with ease. Naruto wondered if Kakashi heard their whole conversation, but it didn't surprise him to see the man reading his perverted books. As the three walked into the village, they followed Kakashi. Once in a while they would receive glares, but they would also be greeted. Though Naruto, he would receive many girls looking at him with awe. Naruto couldn't hear the girls whispering to other girls say, "Oh my god, look how handsome he is," or, "I wish I was his girlfriend." Naruto was clearly confused, as you could tell by his reaction. Suddenly a little child bumped into him and fell on the ground. Naruto was surprised but bent down and lent his hand to the girl. Ow, ow, the girl said, rubbing her back until she saw Naruto's hand. The girl reluctantly put her hand on his and Naruto helped her up. You okay? Naruto asked with a warm smile. The little girl stared at him with hearts in her eyes. MHM. Thank you, Oni-chan. The little girl smiled and jumped up, giving him a hug. She was about to slide off until Naruto caught a hold of her. You're welcome, though be more aware of your surroundings next time. Naruto said with a sheepish smile. I want to marry you, Oni-chan. The little girl squealed. Naruto was surprised, but before he could respond, the group of girls yelled out in awe and ran towards Naruto, making a crowd around him. See you, Naruto, when you're done being crowed around, girls come and find us. Shikamaru's yell faded. No, help me. Naruto yelled until he fell down on the ground from one of the girls. Shadow clone jutsu. Naruto yelled, causing a group of clones to appear. When Naruto made it out of the group, he quickly dispersed his clones, making a smoke screen to mask his escape. God, girls are crazy. Naruto panted. After a few minutes, Naruto ended up seeing Kakashi and Shikamaru leaving a building with a box. Racing towards them, Naruto halted beside them, panting. Girls. Crazy. Naruto panted. Glad you found us, we can head home now, thank God. But I'm still angry that we took so long just to retrieve a box. Shikamaru grumbled. Bird carriers could retrieve it because there is a chance of people wanting it for its healing powers. What we actually have are seeds that are a powerful healing herb. Kakashi informed quietly. Yeah, whatever, still no excuse. Shikamaru grumbled. Anyways, Naruto, it seems you're quite popular here. Shikamaru teased. I don't understand why. Naruto grumbled. God, you're so clueless, you really are a troublesome person. Shikamaru grumbled in annoyance. When night fell, Hinata decided to take a break. Hearing the sound of the waterfall, she wanted to take a night swim, so she looked around with her Byakugan. No one in sight, to her relief. Stripping down, she set her clothes neatly close to the water and slowly slid in. Feeling the icy cold water around her body made her body ease. True, it was freezing outside, but not to her. She could handle this type of cold anytime. One time Hanabi told her it was probably not a good thing to be able to handle such cold weather, and that she should go see if she had any problems with herself, but Hinata told her sister she shouldn't worry about it. Hinata took a deep breath, then dived under so the cold water could surround her body. She soon was lost in her thoughts. She wished she could ask Naruto questions right now, like, are you okay? Are you feeling well? Are you wounded? Did anything bad happen to you? She had more questions she wanted to ask him. All she could do was have faith in Naruto. Why am I worrying? Hinata thought to herself. Naruto is a strong and well-trained person. Unlike me, I am weak and fragile. Naruto is going to become Hokage. I just know he is, Hinata thought. Suddenly pain throbbed in her body. She wondered if it was because she was missing Naruto, but remembered she was underwater. Reaching the surface, she began to cough up water. After a few moments, she relaxed and eased into the water. She remembered her and Naruto's date from a week ago, and how he said when he gets back he would take her out on another date. Her stomach fluttered from thinking of one of the questions Ino asked. Have you and Naruto progressed? Ino asked, raising her eyebrow. What do you mean? Hinata asked. What she means is, have you did anything further than kissing? Sakura mumbled, trying to hide her interest. No. Hinata said shyly, looking at the ground. Really? Not even French kissing? Ino asked, shocked. What is that? Hinata asked, confused. Oh my god, Hinata, you're so innocent. Ino gasped. That's true. Well, it's Hinata, what do you expect? Sakura responded. Man, I'd expect Naruto already did that to you. Or you do it to him at least. Disappointing. Ino signed, nodding her head in disapproval, though she knew she was being mean to Hinata, because Ino knew Naruto wasn't disappointed, she just wanted the couple to progress. Well, there's no helping it. Ino said before she leaned next to Hinata. Hinata was surprised at Ino's sudden movement. Her mind was telling to move further away, but Hinata's body didn't move an inch. Hinata, French kissing is when? Ino whispered the rest in her ear. What? Hinata said, shocked. Ino and Sakura laughed at the shy girl's response. As Hinata swayed in the water, she wondered if being innocent was a bad thing. Did Naruto expect her to do that? Was he disappointed in her for not doing it yet? Hinata decided she should go find out advice. Before she could do anything, she heard the bushes rustle. Is Hinata here? A voice called out. Eep. Hinata squealed. Hinata, is that you? A voice called out. Yes it I is, who I is it? Hinata asked. It's Jiraiya, do you know where Naruto is? He asked before walking into the clearing. Hinata hurried and swam behind a large boulder before he could see her. Hold on, see, can I get dressed? I was swimming. Hinata stammered embarrassingly. Oh, yeah, sure, call me over when you're done. The man then disappeared. Jiraiya knew Hinata was Naruto's girlfriend, so he decided not to peck on her, one because she would easily see him with her Byakugan, and second, if Naruto found out and told Tsunade, he would be a dead man. When Hinata reluctantly looked around, she didn't seem to see him with her Byakugan, so she rushed out of the water and put her clothes on quickly. Oh okay, you can see, come over. Hinata informed loudly enough for the man to hear. After a few moments, the white hair man came walking out of the bushes. So do you know where my apprentice went? He asked. Thug he already knew the answer. Since Naruto was away, he decided to help the shy girl progress in their relationship. If she followed his advice, then Naruto would appreciate his mentor for his so-called pervert books. Why yes, he went on a mission. Hinata said, looking down at the ground. Esto aviad eye contact. Really? Darn, I was going to give him one of my books to give him help with your relationship. He signed dramatically. Athor. Say, do you want read it for help? You look like the kind that needs help. If you want, I can let you have this book. Jiraiya chuckled. Ah really? Thanks. Hinata exclaimed. Sure. Just tell Naruto I was looking for him then. Jiraiya chuckled and waved before leaving with his plan. Okay. Hinata said loudly. Hinata looked at the book. It said, Ikaika Takutakasu. Since it was too dark, she decided it was finally time to return home, since she hasn't went home for a few days because of training. That will be it for this video. If you want more, comment down below, like, subscribe. And see you guys later.